Saturday games. Let's go. I got 3 11 o'clocks. 1 2. 4 2:30s, 1 6, and 1 6:30. So let's start with one of the 3 11 o'clocks. This one's probably the most interesting one in my opinion. Maryland at number 12, Indiana. Indiana's favored by 11. It's on ESPN 2. So Maryland, this is actually a really interesting game if you want to look at it. So Indiana, in my opinion, they played a phenomenal game against Ohio State last week. They lost it, sure, but they really showed that they could hang in there with the big boys. Ohio State, in my opinion, is, I don't know. They're a top 3 team in my eyes. I feel like they have less holes than Notre Dame does, and Alabama doesn't have any holes. But they've been playing teams like Kentucky and South Carolina. Their best wins against Texas A&M, and to be honest, I don't think Texas A&M's that good. I just think they got lucky against Florida. But Indiana, in my opinion, should be receiving more consideration for that playoff spot than Texas A&M, and I'll explain to you why. Okay, so if you just go look at this, okay, you have Alabama and Ohio State are the 2 losses. So let's say Indiana wins out, okay? Let's just, for this scenario to work, in my opinion, that Indiana should get some playoff consideration if they win out. Listen to me. They'll have a 7-point loss to Ohio State on their resume. That is it. If you look at Texas A&M, they have a 28-point loss to Alabama on their resume. Well, Alabama's a very good team. A 28-point loss is not something to be like, yeah, I'm good. No, you're not. See, I think the playoff committee will take a risk that Indiana might not be as good as Texas A&M, but we know Texas A&M is way worse than Alabama. So they'll take the risk that Indiana might beat Alabama over a team that you know will lose to Alabama. It doesn't make any sense. Another thing I would say, a lot of people are saying, well, Texas A&M has a very good win against Florida, and I agree. Very good win against Florida. But if they win out, they'll get a very quality win against Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a very good football team that is underrated. They just lost to Northwestern. That's their only loss on the year. And if they lose to Indiana, that's 2. And to be honest, I think Wisconsin's a very good football team. Also, they'll have they'll have another win against a pretty good Maryland squad. Maryland Terrapins have been playing phenomenally well as of late. So again, I think if Indiana wins out, and I really think they have the possibility to, if they win out, then they should receive some playoff consideration. But a lot of things have to happen. For instance, the ACC can't get 3 teams over there. That can't happen, okay? And then you also have to have, not insanity happening in the SEC where Florida wins and you want Alabama in too. Ugh. And then the Big Ten too. You can't have Northwestern win because then you have, who do you put in Ohio State or Indiana? A lot of things have to happen for this to fall right for Indiana. Plus, Cincy needs to lose at least once for them to make it. I hope that doesn't happen. But Cincy is ahead of them right now, and I feel like they have a better shot at making the playoffs than Indiana does right now. But Indiana's a very good football team, but so is Maryland, which is why I feel like this is a trap game. Indiana will be so high on themselves coming into this game. I love Indiana. I really think they're a good football team, but the problem is you gotta focus on Maryland. I understand you feel bad about the game against Ohio State because you were there. They were that close, but Maryland and Taulia Tagovailoa are playing a phenomenal football right now. You cannot overlook Maryland into next week against Wisconsin. You have to focus on the now. And right now, Maryland's a very good football team. I expect Indiana to win, but they're favored by 11. Expect Maryland to cover. This is going to be the best of the 11 o'clock games. Although, Penn State, Michigan, we might get our first win of the year because Michigan's also very bad. Marcus Allen jersey right here. It's on ESPN 2 if you want to watch it.